In this video, we're going to find out if 10 Williams can stop 10 Red Bulls from winning a race. All 10 of the Red Bulls will be starting at the back of the grid, so let's see if they can carve their way through the field. Gentlemen, you couldn't live with how stale F124 was getting, so where did that lead you? Back to this channel. This time, I've cooked up something special. We all know there's a bunch of Williams in this world. Claire Williams, Serena Williams, Robbie Williams, will.i.am. But there's not enough Williams cars to fit all those people. But I've created the solution. So we're going to be filling a recently vacant seat at Williams, and in this first race we're going to try and stop the Red Bulls from winning. You may be thinking, how could a Red Bull possibly win a 3-lap race from the back of the grid? Well, I've made some enhancements. Anyways, heading into turn 1, we've already got some contact between some of the most talented drivers on the grid, I guess you could say. Heading down to Rouge now, we've got the top 3 going 3 wide. I'm sure this definitely won't end in tragedy at all. Hey guys, welcome back to the Belgian Grand Prix. Unless you're George Russell, then you're disqualified. But in all seriousness, we actually need to work as a team, so maybe we can try and do some DRS leapfrogging. Just kidding, we're all gonna fight like crazy because this is the only time a Williams is ever gonna win a race. These guys are squabbling as if there isn't a pack of bulls trying to chase us down. Don't worry, they'll have to get through Lando Norris to try and get to us. So Sainz has signed for Williams, but what if everyone has signed for Williams, not just Sainz? Piastri currently leading the race, but don't worry, there's 8 more teammates that could possibly spoil his race win. You may be wondering how I got these guys to drive for Team Williams, but I just told them that Ocon was driving for the Red Bulls. I'm sorry, I should be focused on the race. Those Red Bulls aren't really just Red Bulls. They've been injected with steroids, so they're gonna definitely be coming for us, boys. We gotta work together. Ricciardo in the Red Bulls already overtaken Norris. That's shorter lived than Piastri's tire life for most races. Oh, I also forgot to mention, DRS is also enabled, so Ricciardo's even more of a threat now. But don't worry, I'm sure Leclerc has got it covered. Okay guys, we need to move it. Ricciardo's right on the back of us now. I just remember James Vowles is the team principal for all the Williams drivers. That gives me an idea.
Oscar, it's James. We need you to let iContrast through. We can talk about it after the race.
Thanks, James. That seems to have worked, and Oscar has let us through, but Ricciardo is right on the back of him, and now we're going to try and go side by side through the bus stop chicane, so that way we form a roadblock to Ricciardo and he can't get through, and Piastri manages to hold on, but for how much longer? Well, Ricciardo's probably going to get past on the Camel Straight. It's not looking good, guys. I had to use up all my battery just to stay within the DRS of Verstappen, and now I'm getting attacked by both Ricciardo and Piastri. But if Piastri goes side by side with us again, it's going to form a roadblock to prevent Ricciardo overtaking, and if we keep up this teamwork, maybe Williams can actually win this race, especially as Verstappen is getting away. If we can hold up Ricciardo just enough, we might actually win this thing. I gotta say, Williams has got to be happy to have 10 cars on the grid, considering they can't afford to have 2 cars on the grid sometimes. We're on the home stretch. Verstappen looks like he'll be out of reach, but Ricciardo is chasing us down. And we don't have any battery left. We literally have nothing to fight him with. We're going to defend the inside line, but Ricciardo goes easily around the outside, and there's not much we could have done about that. Maybe we can get a better exit, but we don't have the battery anyways to fight him with. But it's going to be Williams that triumph, and as a team, we have won the challenge against the charging Red Bulls. But next up, we're going to be joining the Red Bulls team and trying to chase down the Williams from the back of the grid. Alright then, here we are at the temple of speed. Ignore my hands, they don't even need to be on the steering wheel to win this race. It's 5 red lights and away we go. We have all the guys at the back of the grid in the Red Bull, and the Red Bull is significantly faster than the Williams as they also been enhanced. But the question is, are we going to be able to hack our way through the field, as we also have the Red Bulls to contend with, not just trying to catch the Williams. Alonso getting absolutely swamped on the inside and the outside by the Red Bulls. I'm not sure what Sargent's doing in Italy. We're about to overtake Ocon, and I still have no idea why Haas signed Ocon.
Okay guys, so we are looking to sign a driver who will be a good team player. Someone who won't cost the team by crashing the car. And someone who can work well with Ollie Behrman.
I guess Ollie might find it a bit unbearable. And I thought, seeing as Perez still has a Red Bull seat, we might as well just give everyone a Red Bull seat at this point. Dive bombed about 3 cars there. Luckily, not made any contact at all, as we also have the run on Gasly heading into the first of the 2 Lesmos. I already know what Christian Horner's gonna think if he watches this video.
Oh, there's only 1 spot open right now, so we're gonna have tryouts.
We're now chasing down Hamilton faster than Lawrence Stroll's trying to chase down Adrian Newey. Every team principal wants to sign that man as we have a look through Ascari chicane, but nothing we can really do there. However, on the straight, there is absolutely nothing Hamilton can do, and we have George Russell up next. No need to worry about him though, because he'll probably get disqualified anyways. Around the outside of Parabolica, and he's actually hit us. Clearly didn't like that joke about being disqualified, as we have Leclerc on our outside and we have Perez battling Magnussen up ahead. Usually he's in the Red Bull when he's battling for P8, but we're gonna have a look up the inside. No, I switch to the outside and follow Magnussen, as Magnussen's attacking Stroll now, as it's only been 2 laps and the Red Bulls are all over the Williams near the front of the pack actually, so there is a decent chance we might actually be able to win this. But there is 2 McLaren drivers, or should I say Red Bull drivers, that are leading by quite some margins, so we do have our work cut out for us as we go side by side with Magnussen heading into... Oh, watch out for... Hey guys, welcome back to the Italian Grand Prix as we make the move around the outside on Verstappen, and we have Sainz up next, as Sainz has Sainz for Williams, for real this time. And we're going to dispatch of him really quickly down the straight. Nothing he could do at all there, as we now have the Ricciardo Tsunoda situation. Who would have thought? This is not scripted at all. Winner of this race will indeed get the Red Bull seat, as Tsunoda makes the move on Norris. Ricciardo better work a bit harder if he wants to catch back up to Tsunoda, as there's a car between them now. In fact, it's going to be us making the move on Ricciardo, and we also make the move on Norris as well, dipping the tire on the grass. Bit like Sebastian Vettel, in fact. We still have Piastri 2.5 seconds ahead as we almost lose the car coming out of the second chicane. Bit like Sebastian Vettel, in fact. Luckily, we didn't throw it away there. Okay, well, Tsunoda is trying to hunt down Piastri. We are also trying to hunt down Tsunoda. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this many Red Bulls on the track trying to overtake each other.
Nothing could possibly go wrong with this many Red Bulls on the track.
We now have the DRS on Tsunoda heading down towards the Ascari chicane. Can we get the move done before we reach the braking zone? We have that use of slipstream as well, and we do go up the inside with Piastri, the only remaining driver between us and the race win, with just over a lap to go now. Heading on to the final lap now, we've got actually Tsunoda coming back at us as we are rapidly approaching the rear of Piastri. As we go around the outside, we just have so much more speed, but he's going to try and hold on going into turn 1. He hangs on around the outside, but unfortunately the Red Bull is just so much faster than the Williams, and there's absolutely nothing he can do. Tsunoda is also right on the back of him, and it looks like the Red Bulls have chased down all the Williams successfully, and all we need to do now is bring it home in one piece. Tsunoda has now made the move on Oscar Piastri, you can see in the background, and what was looking like a race win for Piastri has now turned into a challenge to even keep on the podium. And because Tsunoda had the DRS, he's actually a threat. He's only 3/10 behind us now with 1 corner to go. Can Tsunoda potentially get us on the straight to the finish line? Albon and Ricciardo has now overtaken Piastri, and that goes to show, even if I didn't take the lead of this race, the Red Bulls would have won in this experiment anyways. And the Williams also won in their experiment when they were racing at Spa, because Verstappen won that race in the Williams. So in the end, it is a draw between the Williams and the Red Bulls. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you have any ideas for any mods that you would like to see in future videos, be sure to let me know in the comments section below. As usual, the mods that I make for these videos are available to YouTube members, so be sure to become a YouTube member if you'd like to try out these mods for yourself, and I'll see you all in a brand new video.